For centuries, Greece has tried to sell itself as the pure descendant of the ancients. But the reality, the modern Greek nation is a Frankenstein identity built from a mix of Turks, Armenians, and Roma, all conveniently rebranded as Hellenes. The truth is so embarrassing that even Greek historians avoid talking about it. But we won't. The great population swap, Turks became Greeks just like that. After the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, huge population movements occurred. The Treaty of Lausanne, 1923, forced a mass exchange of populations between Greece and Turkey. Ethnic Turks from Greece were sent to Turkey. Greek-speaking Anatolians, many of whom were actually Turkish, were dumped in Greece. Suddenly, hundreds of thousands of Anatolian and Caucasian Christians became Greeks overnight. Before 1923, they were Anatolians, Turks, and Armenians. After 1923, they were magically Hellenes. The Armenian and Roma absorption, you're Greek now, like it or not. Armenians in Greece were absorbed into Greek society through the Orthodox church and state education. After a few generations, they stopped speaking Armenian and were simply called Greek. Roma communities who had lived in Greece for centuries were also forced into assimilation. If they were Orthodox and spoke Greek, congratulations, you're now Hellenic. The result? The so-called ancient Greek nation is actually a bizarre mix of ethnic groups who were forcibly turned into Hellenes to fit the nationalist myth. Orthodoxy, the religious identity factory, convert and become Greek. The Greek Orthodox Church played the biggest role in turning Turks, Armenians, and Roma into Greeks. In Greece, being Orthodox meant being Greek. It didn't matter where you were actually from. A Turk who converted to Orthodoxy, Greek. A Roma child baptized in an Orthodox church, Greek. An Armenian family integrated into Greek society, Greek. The absurdity. Modern Greek identity is more about religion than actual ancestry. If your great-grandfather was an Anatolian Turk but Orthodox, you're more Greek than an Albanian who lived in the Balkans for thousands of years. The ultimate Hellenization project, rewriting history to hide the truth. After World War I, the Greek government pushed aggressive assimilation policies. The educational system erased Armenian, Turkish, and Roma roots from Greek history. The state forbade minorities from speaking their languages. If you wanted to survive in Greek society, you had to become Greek. This wasn't a natural process, it was a deliberate construction of a fake identity, turning an ethnic mosaic into a single artificial Greek identity. The uncomfortable question for nationalists. If Greeks are ancient, why did they need to create Greeks? Greece claims to be the most ancient European nation, yet they had to create their own population in the 20th century by absorbing Turks, Armenians, and Roma. How do you explain this contradiction? Easy. You don't. You just pretend it never happened, like Greek nationalists do. Conclusion: the great Greek identity hoax. Exposed modern Greeks are not the pure descendants of the ancients. They are a manufactured identity, built through forced assimilation, religious conversion, and nationalist propaganda. The only true native people of the Balkans, the Albanians, whose identity was never constructed in classrooms or churches. Next time a Greek nationalist brags about their ancient lineage, just ask them, which one? The Turkish one, the Armenian one, or the Roma one? Sources that even Greek nationalists can't ignore. The Greek-Turkish population exchange, Europe Now. Journal population exchange between Greece and Turkey, Wikipedia.